So welcome everyone to the fourth session of Career Reinvention Program. Today's session is about purpose and impact. If you're looking forward to commit to a social cause, the session is definitely for you. We have a packed agenda for today lined up, where we have multiple NGOs who have joined in to speak about their good work on the field. And more importantly, talk about the talent gaps that they are facing when trying to implement the impact on the ground. And hopefully that's what will be most relevant for us to understand how our expertise and experience can contribute to making a difference on the ground. So with that, I'll invite Sudha to make a few opening comments, and then we will get started.
Thank you very much, Juby. For everyone that's joining a Second Careers webinar for the first time, quick intros. We are a platform for professionals to extend, pivot, or restart their careers. Founded by Sushma Rajgopalan, Shanti Naresh, who are both here, say a quick hi, and myself. We are three women wanting to make a difference in this world by making it possible for underserved talent segments to find purposeful work. And the nonprofit world and volunteering is spot on in that agenda. Very quick story before we get into today's conversation. I myself moved to the social sector about 10 years ago, and it all started with volunteering. I was at Intel at the time, and our CSR activities took us inside a public school where the volunteering activity was to paint walls, just whitewash the walls of a government school. And it was in that moment I realized that I was not the best person to be whitewashing anything. The school would have been much better off with a professional team. And more importantly, I had skills that the school needed and could use, except that there was no skill-based volunteering framework in which Intel as an organization could contribute. The social sector, particularly in India, and I know we have professionals from across the world joining in today, but you can imagine in a country like India, with the density of population that we have, in fact, the largest number of people living in poverty that we have, the needs are very diverse. This is a sector that's growing fast. While every other sector is worrying about disruption by AI and human versus machine conflict and all of it, this is a sector where you can imagine schools function with far fewer teachers than they need. Hospitals and healthcare functions with far fewer trained professionals that they need. It's the same with affordable housing or pure drinking water or any problem of basic human needs that a country like ours needs. The technology actually helps fill the deficit. Right? It is a space that's very welcoming of technologists, therefore, as a genre. It also needs finance professionals, marketers to tell the story, people with sales and business development skills to raise money. So irrespective of what skill you cultivated in your first career in the corporate world, there is a huge role for you and a demand for those skills in the social sector. So in just kind of painting this picture, we found great collaborators in Connect4 who've been doing this for a while. I'll hand this back to Juby to introduce the Connect4 team and the conversations that they have lined up for you. But again, before I do that, thank you very much for joining us. Just the fact that you're here means that you have more social consciousness and responsibility than the average person. And I hope we can help you find whatever it is that you're looking for on this mission.
Hey, thanks, Sudha.
Juby, can you just double check that the recording is on? Okay, it's on. I think we're good. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay. So moving on. So like Sudha mentioned, our intent at Second Careers has always been that we provide something for professionals who want to do more in life, as well as for professionals who want to slow down and do something different as well. So volunteering fits in very nicely because it doesn't matter whether you are at your full-time job, whether you're looking to transition, take it slow, or even if you have entered retirement. I think volunteering is something that can be taken up at any stage of your career. And that's where we wanted to have a very meaningful and supportive partner who can help us, our professionals, meet this objective of getting purposeful opportunities in volunteering. So we're very glad with our partnership with Connect 4. And please, now that you're a member of Second Careers, please check out the platform, log into the platform, check out the jobs page where regularly the volunteering opportunities available are posted. And if it suits your interest, if it suits your expertise area, please feel free to sign up for these and you will be connected to the opportunity that is expecting or facing a shortage of such talent on the field. So with that, over to you, Mayuri. Please introduce Connect 4. And just a overview about what you can expect for the rest of the hour is that Mayuri will help us a quick walkthrough about Connect 4 itself, the partnership that we have between Second Careers and Connect 4, how you can find volunteering opportunities on Second Careers platform, and once you apply, what happens after that. So that's a quick overview about how you can find these opportunities for yourself going forward. And post that, Mayuri and team at Connect 4 have helped have 4 NGO leaders join us today. And they will help us understand what happens on the ground. What are they working on? What is the mission? What is the SWG goal that they are looking to convert? What's the impact that they're trying to make on the ground? And more importantly, what is the talent gap that they are facing with their operations? And hence, you can try and make a connect between the social impact causes that are of interest to you and the work that some of these NGOs are doing on the ground. And hopefully, after the session, we can bridge this talent gap that the organizations are facing and the social impact interests that as professionals we all carry. So that's what we have lined up, and without much ado, Mayuri, over to you.
Sure. Thank you so much, Juby. First of all, good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. Before we begin, let me quickly introduce ourselves. My name is Mayuri, and I lead the volunteer team at Connect 4, where I primarily work on engaging volunteers and creating meaningful volunteering initiatives and experiences for individuals like you all. I'm also joined by my colleague Harshada, who works closely with our volunteer community, on ensuring the right match between volunteers and NGOs that we work with, helping our volunteers find opportunities that align with their skills, interests, and passions. Together, we work towards making volunteering more impactful, accessible, and fulfilling for everyone who are involved in this entire volunteering journey. Today, we are excited to introduce you to Connect 4 and share how we are building a social impact ecosystem that connects NGOs, corporates, institutions, and individuals to drive measurable impact in the volunteering ecosystem. At Connect 4, we believe that intent alone is not enough. Impact only happens when the right talent, the right people, the right organizations, and opportunities come together. That's exactly what we do with a network of over 750 plus active NGO partners and more than 1 lakh volunteers across Pan India. We work with 12 different cause verticals from education to child welfare to animal welfare and senior citizens. We go above and beyond just matchmaking. We ideate, we design, and we curate end-to-end volunteering projects across India for individual, corporate partners, and communities as well. So today we'll walk you through who we are, what we do, and how people can become a part of our impact journey. Our mission is quite simple, to bridge the gap between NGOs, corporates, institutions, and people by offering comprehensive solutions in volunteering, partnerships, and CSR initiatives. Our vision is to become India's leading catalyst for social impact, where communities and organizations collaborate to create sustainable and equitable change. Uh, what makes Connect for unique is the diversity of causes we work with. So currently we're working across 12 different cause verticals like education, environment, women empowerment, LGBTQ community, senior citizens, etc. So basically this allows our volunteers and our partners to engage with causes that genuinely resonates them. You know, and now that I've given you an overview about Connect For's mission and vision, there are different causes we work with. I would like to hand it over to my colleague Harshada. She will take you through more about our leaders, our presence across India, and the impact that we have created over the years through our partnerships and volunteer ecosystem.
Yeah, thank you, Mayuri, for the introduction of Connect4. So, Connect4 was built on a strong foundation of purpose-driven leadership. So, our founder Maniki Shah and Shruka Ambani envisioned a platform that could simplify and strengthen the social impact ecosystem in India. So, Maniki Shah continues to lead the organization with strategic clarity and vision, helping the scale Connect4's reach and impact. Whereas Shruka Ambani, she laid the groundwork for Connect4 through her early work with Rosie Blue Foundation, which eventually evolved into a larger mission we see today. Next, our presence in India. Okay, so if you can see, we have just a minute. Okay, so we have a large our presence in New Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, and we are also growing day by day in Ahmedabad, Jaipur, and many more cities. This wide network allows us to support our NGO partners and volunteers across the geographies and create a localized impact while operating at scale. So let's move to what we do and what is our impact. So basically at Connect4, we provide a solution across multiple areas and not we are only focusing on one thing. So here we do volunteer engagement programs, like as Mayuri already mentioned about our vision and mission. Then we also do a corporate social responsibility strategies and the execution of the all programs. Then we have an NGO capacity building. In that, we do a webinars with our expert speakers. We explain NGO all about the specific area and there and the webinar goes by speaker. Then we have an institutional and community partnership, flagship impact initiative. In that we have a school adoption program. So we have a team for that. Then we have an in-kind donation and celebration drives. So we are not only focused on the volunteer base, but we are also doing different programs. And over the years, the ecosystem has helped us to create a measurable impact. And you can see the numbers here: 1 lakh plus, volunteers, 750 NGOs, and etc. So we have engaged over 1 lakh plus volunteers till now. Then we have a partner with 750 plus NGOs. 4.8 lakhs volunteers hours is completed till now, till the date, and over 25 crores through in-kind contributions and supports we have. So these number reflects not just a skill, but the collective power of collaboration. So I think I'll move ahead. I'll pass this call to Mayuri she will explain you the step journey and everything else. So over to you, Mayuri.
All right, thank you, Harshada. Now that you have heard about the impact we have been able to create through our collaborations between NGOs, volunteers, corporates, and communities. Moving ahead, I'll now take you through how individuals can be a part of this journey through our platform and how overall the volunteering process works at Connect4 through the Second Careers platform. So it's a quite simple 4-step journey wherein the first step involves the applicants to kind of go and log in on the Second Career platform. So as Juby mentioned in the beginning, you can explore the volunteering roles in the job section. So like that, applicants can explore various volunteering roles that are available on the on the Second Careers platform and browse the volunteering opportunities through the job sector. Secondly, they apply for the role that matches their skill sets, their area of interest, and their availability. Once you go through the description, the job requirements, the job specifications, and what the NGO is looking for from the volunteer. And if you feel that the opportunity is the right match for you, you can express your interest and apply for that particular volunteering role. Once you submit the volunteering application, it will come to Connect for an approval. We'll go through the application that will be shared with us. Once we accept the application, you would be expected to, kind of schedule a call with Connect for team to kind of understand the requirements in more details and understand the next step. So once you schedule a call with us, we'll have the NGO partner also be a part of it, wherein we, kind of get to know the NGO more in detail and kind of lay the expectation setting activity in the first call. Once that is done, the volunteer then works with the NGO on an individual capacity. Any questions so far with respect to the volunteering journey?
Yeah, so one point to clarify this asking on behalf of the
All right.
audience.
We can move ahead.
Mayuri, can you hear me?
So I think before we conclude, we are also equally excited to have 4 of our NGO partners joining us today, who will share more about their incredible work that they are doing on ground and the impact they have created and are continue to creating within their communities. So you'll be hearing from our NGO partner Shop for Fair Change Trade. You will also hear from our NGO partner Spaces India. We have Pele Akshar Foundation and Sevarth. Each of these organizations work in unique and meaningful ways across different social causes. And we hope their journeys and experiences, will give you a deeper understanding and insights into the realities, the challenges, and the transformations happening at grassroots level. We are really looking forward to hearing our NGO stories and perspectives as well. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for your time and attention today. At Connect4, we truly believe, that every individual has the potential to create an impact, irrespective of the age, the education, and the professional background that they come from. If given a right opportunity and a right platform, definitely anyone and everyone can create a sustainable and a lasting change and an impact in the community. Whether it's through volunteering, partnerships, CSR initiatives, or community engagement, meaningful changes become possible when we collaborate together. So I hope today's session can give you a better understanding of how work being done across, social impact ecosystem, and maybe can give you clarity on how you can be a part of this journey as well in your own individual capacities. So thank you once again, and we look forward to connecting with you all. Now I would like to request Ms. Deepa from our NGO partner Shop for Fair Change Trade.
It's Shop for Change Fair Trade. No worries. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Mayuri, I think somebody had a question. I think it was Juhi who was asking.
Mayuri, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I put the question on chat as well. So a question on behalf of the audience. So once they apply on Second Careers, and how long does it typically take for them to hear back after an application?
In the next 24 working hours. So we usually do not work on Saturdays and Sundays. That's our weekend. That's our week off. But yes, during 24 hours working days.
Okay, thanks. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Deepa, please go ahead. Thank you.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I am Deepa Hakani, and I work with Shop for Change Fair Trade. We are an NGO, and I would like to encourage everybody who is looking for a second career. I myself, for me, this has been a second career. So, just don't worry about how, why. You will fit in. Things will happen. Yeah. So I'd like to just talk about the organization. Just 1 minute. What happened? So sorry. Yeah. Is my site visible?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sure. So we believe in trade and not aid.
Sorry,
So
Deepa, can you please go slideshow?
yeah, sure. Now is it? Yeah. So just a small brief introduction of Shop for Change. Uh, it was established in 2009 as India's first fair trade label by European Trade Union and Tradecraft UK. But in 2014, when our current CEO Samir took over, and because of his interaction with more than 50,000 farmers in his personal venture, he realized that not certification is not just enough, but farmers need handholding in their trade, in what they sell and how they sell. So trade and not aid has been our fundamental policy for helping tribals, artisans, farmers, and everybody else. Yeah, and we work with tribal communities, artisans, and help them with stable livelihoods. Uh, so we have our CEO Samir Athavale, and we also have our board members, Mr. Sudhir Goyal. He is a ex-retired IS officer. We have Ms. Gunjan Jain, who is a serial entrepreneur herself and has helped establishing digital part in our NGO. We have Ms. Chitra Jattar. She herself works with a lot of SHGs, so she helps us with the ideation and implementation. We have Mr. Nilesh, who helps us from farm to folk kind of supply chain also. And currently, the SDGs we work in is no poverty, zero hunger, gender equality, climate change, and life on land. We have currently we are working in 3 districts. And before, just before the program, just after I gave away the presentation, we started working in Nagpur, in Maharashtra, in Palghar and Nagpur, where we have Maharashtra, we have 75,000 plantation of fruit bearing trees. So our model, even in agroforestry, is very unique. We try to integrate livelihood even into our environmental projects. So we have planted more than 75,000 trees in Jawar, and now we are helping them create their own farmer producer organization and help them with complete market linkage, helping them getting equipments from CSR also. In Jashpur, it has been a purely market linkage program. We partnered with the district admin, and where they had an FPO who was doing business of 10 lakhs. But after our intervention, they have reached almost 60 lakhs, and now this year they are going to do more than 70 lakhs. Meghalaya is one, it's been a gateway to Northeast. We are just signed an MOU with them, so we are looking forward to work with them. And also, it's our own initiative, Gram Kushal, where we are, incubating short courses for farmers in all regional languages. Currently, we are doing only Hindi and Marathi, where they can go on their own without any, much of an effort, and they can check the videos for their own knowledge. And we are building it up and hoping to take it to all languages, all states. Another initiative by us is Gramin Bazaar. So Gramin Bazaar is going to be a portal completely free of cost for the farmers and artisans and tribals to put up their products. And we are going to promote this heavily and make it a marketplace for them, like Amazon. If you look at our impact, we have 50,000 farmers, tribal families whom we have helped increase their livelihood. So our farmers are chili farmers. We've had chili farmers in Jawar whom we helped export to London. And now they are like, they themselves have houses worth lakhs in this thing. And one whole village now only grows chilies because of our intervention. And we have dealt in more than 1,500 SKUs in our market linkage program. And as I mentioned earlier, also 75,000 commercial agroforestry has been done. So now for our challenge, what we are facing currently is that when in 2014 when Sameer started, and his passion and the soul of our organization being market linkage, he did not get much of corporate interest. The market linkage at that time was not something which corporate was readily accepting, that, oh yes, everybody talks about livelihood, everybody talks about training. But ultimately, after training, what do they do? So today, if you are training, say, even 1,000 women into tailoring, but if they all are going to learn the same thing, and in the same village, if 20 women are going to learn this tailoring business, it's not going to help them. So we try and teach them various other things along, and a training module is also that if we are teaching them tailoring, we also teach them screen printing, or how they can, enhance the product, which will make it different from the other things. And so we are struggling to break through our, we have auditable data, which is the basic requirement of any CSR. This thing, we have all our CSR licenses like ATG, 12A, CSR1 mandate, and we have also applied for FCRA. So we are looking currently, our volunteers requirement is somebody who can help us research and identify the companies whose mandate is rural livelihood agroforestry, and help us to reach out to the key decision makers. Also help us translate our impact, into converting crisp outreach messages for LinkedIn and email. And also we are looking at professionals who will help us in fundraising. So yeah, that's about us. If you have any questions, you can note down my number. You can look at our website, and that's it from me.
Hey, thanks, Deepa, for making this presentation. Looks like you're not keeping well. You're running a cold.
Yes, I have the issue. I have an issue with summer allergies. It's like I sneeze a lot and I sniffle a lot. Yeah.
We're open to questions now. We've kept
Yes,
3 to
please.
5 minutes for questions.
Yes, please.
So, Deepa, I had one question. Given your specific regions that you work out of, can a volunteer work contribute remotely?
Yes, we are very open to remote work. Very open to remote work. We have our office in Mumbai. So,
Okay,
if
so
anybody is...
out of the talent gap roles that you had listed, which of those do you think are suitable for remote contribution?
All of them. So see, I myself work remotely. So our office is in Mumbai. I can't travel to Dombivli every day. So I've been working. I started, as I said, this has been my second career kind of a stint. So with a CEO, I knew him before. So I'm working remotely. My CEO works remotely. He lives in Ahmedabad. So he works remotely. So working remotely is not a question, issue for our organization. We're very open to it.
Any questions from the audience? You can unmute and ask, or you can put it in chat.
Yes, please.
Hi,
Okay.
Deepa. This is Bindu.
Hi,
Um,
Hey.
Bindu.
yeah, sorry if I missed a few part. I got a little distracted in between. So
No,
I was curious to understand, like you mentioned regarding a platform created for farmers, where they can negotiate the prices. So how are the farmers educated on that B2B platform? Is it still in progress?
yes. So first thing is, it's not going to be a negotiation platform. It is a platform for them to like if you know India Mart, right?
Mhm.
That's where people list their items and B2B sales happen. We are trying to build that similar for farmers, and we are educating them on it. So we are going to be the aggregators, but with no commission in between, nothing in between. It's just to support the farmers. So it is open for SHGs. It is open for the artisans. It's still in process, work in progress. But yeah, that's the idea behind it.
This is really great and very thoughtful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Deepa, there's another question on the chat. What is the biggest bottleneck in securing CSR funding currently? Is it
Currently
scale?
also, yeah. So I would say market linkage is, something which is for CSR people, they count it as business. What we have noticed is that there is a lot of livelihood training and all, but ultimately it hits. And now since last, I would say this 1 year, people have really opened up on market linkage, and NGOs themselves, we are collaborating with multiple NGOs ourselves to help them overcome the bottleneck of market linkage. As I mentioned an example, there is a training of, say, if they pick up one woman, and in that same village, if they train 10 women, all of them are not going to get work. All of them, so it is better to train one woman in tailoring, one into something else, one into something else. And probably even if they are an SHG, they can work in different roles.
Okay, thank you. There's one
Yeah.
last question we have time for.
Sure.
From Lina, this is what is the time commitment required for volunteering?
We can discuss that based on your availability. We would really like to,
Yeah, so I'll just provide some insight on that. So when you check out these volunteering roles on Second Careers, there will be a brief about the time commitment that is required for that role which is opened up. So that's your first level of information. But following that, when the Connect 4 team connects with you and takes you through the process, all the specifics about the time requirement, remote, hybrid, all that will be cleared during that first touch point with Connect 4. But first off, it will be clear in the job or the volunteer posting on Second Careers.
Yes.
Thank you. Hey, Deepa, thank you.
Thank you so much,
Lot of
everybody. I'm
interest.
really sorry about my sniffling during
Nothing at all. Thank
the.
you for joining. Deepa, if you don't mind, sorry, we're out of time, but there is another question on the chat. If you could
Sure,
reply in the chat
I'll
while we
do
get
that.
on with the next
I'll do
presenter.
that. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. Mayuri,
Yes.
please invite the next
Yes.
speaker.
So thank you so much, Deepa. The presentation was quite insightful. We have next Miss Aparna from our NGO partner Spaces India. Yeah, over to you, Aparna.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mayuri, and thanks, Connect, for invite us. Yeah, just allow some time to share my screen. Just let me know if it is visible or not.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, yes, thank you. Hi, everyone. I am Aparna. Empowering children, empowering women, and building communities. This is our core idea. So, basically, Spaces India Foundation is an organization working in the field of child education and specifically early childhood education. So, just Okay. Just a little brief about myself. I am Aparna. I have 18 years plus experience in the field of education and social sector. I did my double masters. One is in social work and one is in education. Also, I am working in core area, child education, child development, and child education from last 18 years. So yes, so spaces basically stands for all child developmental domain, which is called social, physical, aesthetic, cognitive, and emotional development of early childhood education. So in early childhood education, we are considering 0 to 8 years of age. So what we did exactly, so about our organization, towards we are working towards early childhood education. So their foundational learning, their development, their milestone achievement, and all component we are including in this program. At the same time, women empowerment through education opportunities, because our vision is develop a ecosystem who engage with children in early years. Also, we work on our mission, where we are providing opportunity to women to contribute, learn, and lead. Yes, so basically our program is looking like this. So the basics problems what we identify in the field: limited access to quality early learning activity, early learning programs. There is a program for early learners in system that is called Anganwadi program, then FLN program, but still they are facing with the quality of work and all. So we are basically coordinate with system and doing this quality of education with system. We have tie up with the government, we have permission of governments, and we are working in three major brackets. One is 1 to 3 age group, that is that program called parent toddler program. Second is for school readiness program for age 4 to 6, and third one is 6 to 8 years of children with schools, that is foundational literacy and numeracy program. So the problem arises from this some content. You can see weak literacy, numeracy foundation, lack of safe learning spaces, um, uh, and our solution is learn design running a parent toddler program in the community. So we do have our centers in the community. We are working in Pune, some tribal areas, and in Gujarat. So we are working with one block in Gujarat, one block in Pune, with school around 20 to 50 schools in each location. And in Pune slum area, we have 14 slum communities where we are working with early years. So yes, so we have regular storytelling, community engagement, teacher training for innovative education, supporting Nipun Bharat mission, and we do have libraries in the communities. So yes, so you can see our programs like child development programs, as I mentioned, and community learning initiative, where parent capacity building program, then Nukkad meeting, village learning spaces, home visit for track to children, then voluntary led education support. All yes. So this is some glimpses of our centers. Yeah. So opportunities for returning women. So we do have internships, we do have volunteer program, we do have employee engagement. We are in internship. we work globally. So we have on in-person internships also and virtual internship program also. We also do have a volunteer program where we can plan parents capacity building program, online sessions for parents, and also we have teacher and facilitator program. As an employee, you can engage with us. So these three programs we have. And why women choose us? Because flexible opportunities we have. You can decide as per your time slot. Yes, we do have a specific hours, but flexible hours you can choose with us. Supportive community, a warm team that encourage and help us grow. So we do have 80% women lead organization. We have only two male employees with us. Yeah. So and growth and confidence, obviously, because I am a returning woman after my pregnancy break. Yes. Yes. And thank you. Do reach us. I am opening this platform for question and answer. Yeah. Thank you. Should I stop sharing, Mayuri?
Yeah, you could,
Yes.
and we can take
Yes.
questions.
Yes.
Thanks, Aparna.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, open for questions.
Um, Also, one more thing that I wanted to quickly highlight here is currently we have a volunteer named Urvi Chaya, who is
Yes.
currently working with Spaces as a human resource volunteer. So, if you would like to share, Aparna, your experience, so
Yeah.
far,
Yeah.
and how the
Yes.
volunteers helping you bridge the
Yeah.
skill gap that you currently have at your organization.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is not first time that no, not only Urvi, but there are more volunteers with us from Connect for. So thanks for that, Mayuri. And uh, component, and she did very well. Actually, we don't have such kind of policy before we joined our organization, but she did very well. And some policies we are not aware about. This is needed for our program, but Urvi gave that component. This is needed for your organization and this is compulsory for your organization. So yes, it is a pleasure to have Urvi with us. Yes, thanks for that. And
Yeah,
thanks for
thank you.
reminding Mayuri.
Thank you so much, Aparna, for sharing your experience. I think we have one more question from Ruchi. So Ruchi has a question with which is, where is Spaces based out of?
So Spaces have a head office in Pune. So we are working from Pune itself. Yeah.
There
But
are
we
other
have
questions.
all, sorry, I just wanted to add, but we have volunteers, interns from all over the India.
Yeah, yeah. And
But
thanks, Aparna, for sharing Urvi's story.
yeah,
So we had Urvi's stories featured on our Second Careers handle as well, and that was very inspiring.
yeah,
So Urvi had taken retirement. She was an HR leader. She had taken retirement, but of course she had more to give. And one of the, I think from her experience, there were two things that stood out. One is that once she applied on Second Careers, when she identified the opportunity and applied, she said that the response was extremely fast. So unlike some other, you apply on websites of NGOs, it just goes into a black hole. You don't know where your application is, etc. But this was very fast. So that was a very, welcoming opportunity or experience that Uvi shared. And secondly, she also shared that given that she's also hybrid, right, Aparna? She's working, sorry, she's hybrid or she's
Yes.
remote?
She is
Hi.
removed.
It's
Okay.
remote.
Remote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
remote.
She mentioned that even though she's remote, she gets a lot of support team on the ground. Because because you're outside the organization, you don't know what is happening on the ground. But she was provided a support team on the ground, which keeps her updated, and hence her contribution and suggestions make much more impact and are more relevant than just, giving out suggestions out into a black hole. Okay, cool. Sorry, we are out of time. I see that there are a couple of questions. Okay, let's try and quickly take those. Kamala Kashyap is asking, can you share any contact in Punjab? If not, are you open to be in Punjab?
Yes, sure. We will definitely try.
Yeah, also
Okay.
to add on to Kamla's question, I think Kamla, we can get you connected to a non-profit based out of Punjab if that's where you're looking to kind of contribute, to.
Mm.
So Mayuri, maybe given this interest, maybe if the next posting you can do on Second Careers can be in this area and space,
Sure,
I think there may be
sure,
other people interested as well. Thank
sure.
you. So Aparna, again, we will
Yes.
move on to the next speaker
Yes,
in
sure.
time. But,
Yes.
I
Thank
see
you.
that there
Thanks
are a
all.
couple of people wanting to connect with you. So please put your coordinates on chat. Thank you. Yeah, Mayuri, let's move on.
Yes. So we have Falak from our NGO partner, Pele Akshar Foundation. I would request Harshada to kindly share the screen. And over to you, Falak. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mayuri. So, my name is Falak Lakhani. I take care of volunteering for Pehle Akshar Foundation. Pehle Akshar is seeded by RPG Foundation from the Education Initiative. Our main goal and vision is to empower students through spoken English, growth mindset, and 21st century skills. Harshada, if you can just take a little forward to the first slide. Yeah, so this is also fine. This is also fine. Yeah, this will do. So so I'll just give you a little bit about how we started in a nutshell, and then we can move backwards and understand our vision for volunteering this year. So our journey started in 2010, where our now funders, which are CET, Zensa, Rekim, everything under RPG, would go nearby to the government schools, that is Prabhadevi and Worli schools, and read storybooks for the schools over there. So what they realized when they went and read stories for students is that not only can they not communicate in English, but they cannot also not comprehend English. So we understood that as a major challenge that we would be tackling, addressing, because English is a very important tool today, not only just to self-express, but also get job opportunities. It's a harsh fact, but today somebody who's well-spoken has a better chance of getting a job than even somebody who might be more skilled. So our focus is to grooming students in all the aspects of English spoken. And also we understood that you cannot really impact a student till you impact the teacher. So the growth mindset aspect comes where we take sessions, trainings with government teachers. We try to empower them with tools, not to make them better because they obviously are doing a fabulous job themselves, but to give them tools that make their classrooms more interactive and something that kind of lessens their load. We give them digital tools, something that we can see. Yeah, Arshada, we can move to the next slide. The one, yeah. Yes, this one. Thank you so much, Arshada. So this is what our ecosystem looks like. This is an innovation hub that we called as an English room, where we have some of the old school learning like a library, and we also have a new school like we have a smart TV, we have digital tabs, we have all those things that help students to practice and learn on their own, hence empowering them and giving them tools to explore. So here we don't just welcome students to come, but we also have teachers like, hey, why don't you come in and just take your class in our English room? So we have such 10 English rooms built in BMC. 2 years back, we scaled to Thane, Vasai, Naigaon, and Pune. Hopefully, we are looking to scale a little bit more this year. A few digital enablers that we have is a story a day. It is a reading initiative where you can simply volunteer by coming and reading a story for a student. We started videos, like basically our teachers used to make these videos and we used to get it featured on DD during COVID time because we did not want learning to stop. We also have WhatsApp bot, and we have a Pehle Akshar app that helps teachers to have worksheets ready, everything that they need to make a classroom fun and engaging. So we can move ahead, Harshita. Yes. Then to the next slide. Yes, perfect. So these are some of our impact numbers that we have. Till now, we've impacted up to 8,500 students. That is across BMC. Then we have another 9,000 students that we have across our scale applications that I mentioned. We have these English room on wheels. So basically, we understood that not every school can have a built-in English classroom. So we have like a, like a like a air hostess has like a whole thing that she goes with. So this is something like we have everything like a tool that a teacher could utilize, and at the same time she doesn't have to come in an English room, also not wait for something like that. So we provide this in all the schools that we have interventions with. Until now we have had trainings with all the wards in BMC, that is up to 5,000 teachers plus. So this is some of our impact that we've created over these few years. Yes, we can move forward to our volunteering. So this year, our focus in volunteering, something that we learned in hindsight last year and the year before that, is that we want to make it impactful not just for our students, but also for the volunteer. While we understand volunteers come in with different mindsets and different expectation to meet in the English room, we want to also make it like something that provides the skill to the student. So that tomorrow when he is looking to be job ready, he has that as a skill that he learns from a volunteer. Because let's be honest, a volunteer can be much more influential to a student than the same monotony of a classroom teacher that he sees every day. So what we are focusing on this year is that we are making it more skilled based, more structured, and we want our volunteers to spend a little more than 1-2 hours. So maybe like about 4 hours, where we start, because we did a study and we also did some research. It said in the first 2 hours there's only like a rapport building that can happen, let alone any absorption of any knowledge or skills. So we want to make it like a whole experience for the volunteer and the student, like a field trip basically, where we give them the entire space, the volunteer and the student, to create something like an innovation out of it and then present it by the end of the day or end of the half day that they spend. So these are few volunteering initiatives that we have, a few opportunities that you can come in for. We have events every year. We have these large scale open door events where we make like a carnival for our students. We have partners. Last year we had Connect 4 put up stalls with us, basically activities that empower students and give them that awareness that there is a lot of global activities that happen otherwise. Like we had spelling bee, we had rap competition, we had different things that give the students a global lens. So that is, you can be a part with us in events. You can come and do a skill building session, and all these, or simply just come and read a book. So we have everything for everyone, and I would like to thank Connect for also for the support and the diverse range of volunteers they keep providing. So thank you. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to take it.
Yeah, quite a few questions came in. I would encourage if the folks can unmute and ask the questions themselves, it'll help increase the engagement for our session today. So please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hey, hi, this is Hema here.
Hi, Hema.
I wanted to know, thanks, Falak, for the update, and that's awesome. Kudos to the team. I wanted to know
Thank you
any
so
of
much.
those could be done remotely. I'm based out of Bangalore, and I would be very interested
How
in
nice.
supporting.
Sure. So, Hema, since we understand how an ecosystem of an NGO work, it would be great that if you have a certain skill set that you can provide to our team, whether it could be content building, because that the classrooms that we just spoke about, we teach our Pehle Akshar curriculum there. That is a little bit different to the normal government curriculum that we have. So maybe if you have a certain skill set that could help our team to be skilled better, and hence make a better impact, then I can be happy to provide you a few things that our team can definitely use a hand in.
Yeah,
So if you want, I can tell you the opportunities right now, just let me know. But if you want, we can connect separately, anything works.
yeah, whatever suits. Yeah. I have left my email there,
Yeah.
and if I could have your number or
Sure.
connection, I will be more than happy to
Yeah.
connect back.
So virtually is also just to answer the question, virtually also helps really him. Like
Okay,
mainly
sure.
for not with the beneficiaries, but in
Mhm.
internal team.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Thank you.
Hemaj, if you're interested, in supporting our NGO partner Pele Akshar Foundation, I'll be connecting you with them. Maybe tomorrow on an email, so you can take the conversation ahead from there. Yeah.
Perfect.
That'd be
Thank
very
you.
helpful. Thank you, Mayuri.
Thank you.
Yes. No.
Shall I read through the questions? Just can the
Yeah, I
storytelling
think
be done remotely? Okay, Himaya.
Yeah, I think you've answered all the questions. I think there are a few folks very interested to connect with you, Falak. So,
I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you so much, Jubi.
okay. Any other questions before we move on? Okay, looks like we can move on now, Mayuri.
Hello.
Yeah. Please invite both.
Yes, Jubi. So unfortunately, due to some emergency, Siddhartha couldn't join the call. So over to you.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. Okay, so then that's it for the agenda for today. We had 3 NGOs sharing with us the work that they're doing on the ground, the impact that they have, and the skill and the expertise that they're looking to have with them on the ground. So, like we mentioned at the beginning, please check out the volunteer opportunities posted on Second Careers. It is regularly refreshed and new opportunities keep surfacing almost on a weekly basis. Thanks to the Connect4 team to assisting us with that. So please continue to check opportunities on the Second Careers platform, and hopefully you meet the objective of committing to the social cause that you've always aspired to. Sudha, any last comments before we close?
Thank you very much for this very engaging session, and to everyone who attended for the participation. I would see volunteering as the first step to exploring the social sector, which itself is very vast. Volunteering leads to the next thing, deeper volunteering engagement that is not ad hoc, but serious commitment of your time to probably part-time roles or fractional roles, full-time roles, to perhaps even mentoring and board roles for a sector that really needs talent, coming with experience, coming with empathy and passion. So I hope you'll take this opportunity. We welcome you to Second Careers and hope you make the most of it in finding your next